Hey guys, you're watching BTech. I'm Basil, and this is a video comparison, camera comparison across the Huawei Mate 10 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. Quickly, before I jump into the actual nuts and bolts, quick shout out to our sponsors, directmobiles.co.uk. They're going to have their own video comparison between the iPhone 10 going live very soon, and of course, Filofax, giving tablets the world over a leg to stand on with the AnyTab 360. Right, now back to these phones. Both of these phones are dual camera smartphones, but how do they compare against one another? I'm walking around, I'm turning around, should give you an idea how the image stabilization, optical across both fares. Outdoors, a little bit overcast, not too bright, which is actually quite good for a smartphone camera. There is still a great amount of sunlight here in order to be able to get some decent detail. We've got a moving object in front of us, as you can see. Can get a little bit closer. The Samsung's flicking in and out of focus, both looking really nice, creating a huge amount of background blur in the background. You should also gauge how the microphones compare. I'm speaking, there is a little bit of background noise as well. So I locked on close focus now. Pan out, you can see the Mate 10 Pro has refocused. We'll tap through on the Note to refocus. Get close, and again, the Mate 10 Pro. So the Mate 10 Pro's continuous autofocus is at play, even when we tap on potentially. Let's try that one more time. Tap on close up and pan out. Yeah, the Mate 10 Pro's continuous autofocus is way more aggressive than that of the Note 8, which you can see stays blurred until I tap out the screen. But that could also be handy if I wanted to lock into macro shots. So panning up at the sky and down at the ground and up at the sky. Based on what's going on screen, they look like they have similar dynamic range. Mate 10 Pro looks like the dynamic range might be a little bit better, or exposure is just a little bit lower, and as a result more accurate. But it would be really interesting to know what you guys think about the audio and the video right now. But the next step really is to test out that selfie camera. Okay, so based on the screens, the Mate 10 Pro has the wider angle of the two, a little bit cooler, the little bit less sharp, but it might not translate to that in the real world. It's got beauty mode switched on. I can actually live drop the beauty mode, and there you go. Now it's gone a little bit sharper, a little bit less flattering. So that beauty mode on the Mate 10 Pro that you can adjust even when you're mid shooting. So panning around, you can see how it copes with one object in the center and one in the background. And dizzy now. You should also be able to gauge the microphones as well, how they record my voice and pick up any background noise. Now let's do some low light testing. What about some nighttime shooting? It is really dark. Like, you can't make out very much at all, especially when I look to my right. But to my left, it's a little bit more bright, a little bit of street light going on. Let's see how these two cope with the tree. Don't know if it's the screens or whatever, but looks a lot more saturated on the Samsung Galaxy Note. Retap the screen to refocus. Got an oncoming car, which is going to have some slight peaking with regards to exposure areas. Can see how exposure shifting changes as we pan up and down. Can do a little bit of walking. Now, one thing that we do know about the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 is that the second 2x zoom lens disengages in low light. So in spite of the fact I'm going to zoom with it, that's actually probably the primary sensor, unless Samsung has changed something behind the hood, so, or under the hood even. So let's keep walking a little bit more, and now that you've got a good idea as how that stacks up, let's check out the selfie camera. Nighttime selfie video shooting now, and handshake, despite none of them having OIS, should be compensated for with EIS. Let me know which one's performing better. Variable lighting conditions based on street lights in the background, cars going by, and me panning. Hopefully they're exposing my face relatively well. Let me know how they look in the comments section below. Like this video, click that thumbs up button, like the channel and subscribe. It's how you stay on top of everything that we do. Thanks for watching BTech.